She asked him if he ever gets turned on looking at pretty girls and then comes home and makes love to her. Please leave me a comment letting me know what you think about his response. This week's episode is:
if looking at a pretty girl is bad or wrong.
This is the YBAngry channel, where we show couples how to stay together one issue at a time. No fuss, no drama, it's just a game. My name is Rod Jeter. I am your YBAngry couples coach. Here we go. Who's going to be player A? Who's going to be player B for the entire game?
You can be player A.
I'm going A.
Both players will use the This One detail cards to write down all the details to support their position on this issue. Only fill in sections 1, 2, and 3. Use as many cards as needed.
Frustrated. And I don't understand some of the things you do. I can't comprehend. I'll tell you the truth, I'm trying hard as I can. I'm so confused while we keep arguing.
She wrote 10, but she didn't write it in section 3.
Oh, I know. I put it in the wrong place, too.
Oh, go ahead.
You should have warned her.
In the face!
We set the rules from the very beginning. Face shots only.
Right. But
I thought you were joking when you said that.
I was like, as soon as I felt it, I was on face shots only.
That's great.
okay.
But also, that's fun too, because we set those ground rules, and you don't know when it's coming your way.
Yeah.
But I made 2 mistakes, so
Okay.
can I have the stack back?
Yeah. Go ahead, if you want to fix your stack.
No, it's okay. It's
Okay. All right.
Now we'll just get the shooter again.
Yeah, you take that.
All right.
One detail of mine is one slip of an eye and smile says a lot to a stranger. They don't know your intention, and it leaves a marriage appearing weak. And that's 10.
So what you're saying to me is you don't feel that I should look at someone because they don't know what my intentions are. Is that right?
Yes.
That is true. They do not know my intentions.
He's going to say how relevant this detail is to him. What you write?
2.
A 2.
So my response here, just don't understand the significance of them knowing my intentions. It just doesn't seem important because 0% chance anything could happen. I wrote down an analogy. I don't know if I should read it. I guess I will since I wrote it. Like if a pretty bird flies by and I'm appreciating God's work, I'm not worried about the bird's opinion of knowing my intentions. I'm just appreciating beauty.
So what you're saying to me is that you can't help but recognize beauty. Is that right?
Much more eloquent way of saying it, yeah.
So what I believe is that it's giving someone else the illusion that they may have captivated your attention. And for someone, that may mean something to them, and it puts us in a conflicting spot that we didn't need to be in because you couldn't help but recognize something pretty.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, guys are wired a certain way. God built us a certain way, and we see stuff and appreciate it. I don't think that makes our relationship look weak. I mean, if I'm gawking and drooling and hooting and hollering, that's a totally different story. But if I see something out of my corner of my eye, I'm like, oh. I think that makes us look stronger if we have the confidence and trust in each other to not make that an issue.
Okay. So it's just a constant test because you are attractive. So when there's many a female that love when you are looking at them, it just makes them radiate from the inside out. I know it personally. So that's my radiation. That's, your eyes are for me now. So that's why I feel like it is an issue, because you're married. If you didn't want your eyes to just be for one person, why would you?
I want my love and affection and marriage and relationships for one person. The sexual stuff, obviously, for one person.
So do you go and
Didn't-
get turned on by sexy people and then come home and make love to your wife?
I would be lying in your face if I said that never happened. Of course.
So if I were to look at someone and recognize that they were pretty or attractive, immediately in my head, that's not my husband. I stop looking. But that's something that I've trained myself. I'm not a person that has ever had a lot of lovers or had a sexual appetite like that. So for me, to shut it down is conserving my love and affection for my partner.
But you also have done what you asked if I've done. Like, you've gotten turned on by Channing Tatum or something it's stripping in a movie, or Ryan Bingham's voice or whatever, and you're like, oh, I'm a little aroused. Let me go to my husband.
Make love to you thinking of someone else.
Okay.
And that's what I think it opens yourself up to, is that me now questioning, is it me that he's seeing, or is it someone else that he saw earlier that's more attractive than me? It does create insecurity. I would be lying if I said that I was confident that what I got he needs. Like, that's not me. I know that we're all human.
You are so gorgeous. Like, anyway, that's
not.
You are. Facts.
This doesn't make me feel that way.
Well, I'm very sorry that it makes you feel that bad.
This is such a fun game. The staying on the detail is really helpful.
Right.
To focus like on the detail and not, there's so many details, like you said, so many details.
I feel better because I now understand how severely it hurts her so deeply.
Like the movie.
Yeah.
I think it's hard
Tensions
because, like,
are high.
I wanted to like intervene and kind of be like, you know, this is something that me and Derek went through last month. Like, literally, we went through it, and you saying the things is just like, that's what I was feeling. That's exactly like you.
So that's why I
Like-
think
I had the same opinion as you did too. But
Yeah.
right. So that's why I think the channel, if people watch the channel, most of the things are common among men and women.
Mhm.
If you watch the channel, even though you'll see, you know, that's how I feel. So
Yeah.
you might, if you had watched them on video, you say, hey honey, let's sit down and watch this. Watch
It's
this
because it's
video.
better them than us.
Right, you don't have to say anything. You can just let him watch.
It just makes me feel better because my feelings, like, I was not just.
She validated your feelings.
Yeah, you validated my feelings. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm not the only
Yeah.
one thinking or feeling this.
You
certain
almost
type of
like
way.
rob from one and give to
Yeah,
that. And I'm
yeah.
a lot of the things that he was saying, I
Oh,
related to. I related to, but also, and then how the way they're resolving it is a lot different than how we resolved it.
I just felt like he got supported in that area, and
Yeah.
then when it came to me, like, hearing you, it just made me feel like, okay, you know, I wasn't the only one, because you had your uncle where you didn't feel alone, I still felt alone in this situation.
Yeah, you don't want to go to your girlfriends and be like, he was looking. They'd be like, what?
Right.
Or
you
you
never
aunt,
know.
or
Yeah,
you know what I
you never
mean?
know,
Like,
yeah.
you don't want to put your marriage or your relationship out there like that. But I feel better because he feels very confident in his intention of being married. But I'm not as confident, and he knows now I'm not as confident of a woman as he thought I am.
Was there any progress with this one detail? Is there any progress?
I think there was progress.
Okay, so you circle yes. And the next step is, was there enough progress to end the game?
How do you feel, honey? Do you feel like it's resolved or no?
I feel I don't know. I feel like this is, men can justify behaviors by saying, like, this is innate, this is how we were built. So then they'll continue to fall back on these behaviors because they have the exception or the Bible or things to back behavior. I'm going to count down to 5 so you can pause. Leave me a comment to let me know if you think she is okay winning the game. Watch this video to hear what she has to say. Well, you can't watch it here. You have to click here to hear what she has to say.